to have some ice-breaking race to be a bit to be sharper and to be able to be at your best during the main race. I took an example of the PR from Charles Philibert, one of the best athletes I'm working with, and like I said earlier, that the athlete have an impact on the coach and the coach have the impact on the athletes. I'm working with Charles since a bit more than 12 years, so he definitely had a big impact on my career and also had an impact on his athletics career. So when you took a look at the IAAF or World Athletics points, his best event is 2K and 15, so a bit over 1,200 points. But something interesting is on his profiles, if you go at the two opposite, the 800 and the 10K, the value of his results are also really similar, so close to 11,000 points. So the skill set that he had and the fact that he had a decent level over 800 and a decent level over 10K give him the skill set and the tool to be successful over 15 and 3K were probably his two best events. And probably that early on his career, if I worked with Charles only as a 1500 specialist, maybe short term for a year or two, his results would have been the same or maybe a bit better. But long term, he would have missed speed or missed endurance to go at the next level and to be competitive and to be able to be world class. And on his career, like most of the top athletes, he had some up and he had some downs, and sometimes achieving good results in other distance than 15, his main specialty, provide him some success will boost his confidence, and achieving some secondary goal help him in the process. And every year we try to build his yearly plan and competition schedule. Charles would like to have some new challenge. So of course the main focus is 15 and being at his best at World Championship or Olympic game, but adding few other distance at some part of the season is the kind of thing that really motivate him and help him to not having the same kind of season year after year after year. And another athlete with who I'm working, a bit younger, Jean-Simon Legagné, I can share a bit about last year. He had a great year, a good breakthrough, came 8th at World Championship and ran a good PR late on the season over the steeple. When we had our meeting February, so at the end of the indoor season and beginning of the planning of the outdoor season, Jean-Simon asked me what I need to have a shot to be in the final at Worlds. And my answer was, if you run 3:38 at the 15 and around 13:30 at the 5K, and you keep this fitness on the both extreme, and on the day at Worlds you have 3:38 or better fitness, 13:30 or better fitness over the 5, you should have a good chance to make the final. And one of the reasons, in my point of view, why he had a good year and why he was able to do well at World Championship, it was his skill set. So last year we had a really good improvement, running 3:38. His previous PR was 3:41, and he only ran 1:15. So probably that if he had a couple more races, he would have been a bit faster. And same thing early in the season, we ran a 5K. In the past, we targeted as a kind of a weakness for him. If you want to be competitive with the best in the world, you cannot only run 14 flat. That's not good enough to be competitive with the best in the world over steeple. And sometimes for a steeple chase, he's a bit more gifted and talented about the speed work. So when we had some secondary goal about improving his fitness over shorter stuff, he really enjoyed it because he's kind of talented about that. But working a bit more about his weakness, his 5K, 10K fitness was a kind of a challenge for him last year. but you find a way, even if we only ran one early in the season, to run a significant PR. And I'm kind of confident that later on the season he was fitter over aerobic and over 5K fitness. So once again, if you take your main event and you significantly improve your PR at the event shorter and significantly improve your PR at the event longer, in my point of view, you're really close to have all the skill set to run a PB in your main event. You only need few weeks of specific stuff. If you have the both extreme, shorter stuff, longer stuff, you have the skill set. Once again, especially long